All right, fellas. I know you can't see me, but I'm still here. Today we're breaking down exactly why Dar City lost a very winnable game. They lost that game against the Johannesburg Giants, and this one hurts because numbers tell a very clear story. This wasn't about talent. This wasn't about matchups. This was about execution, especially at the moments that matters most. Dar City actually started this game the right way. Energy, pace, spacing, and defensive commitment. They win the first quarter. I think it was 21-13. They control the rhythm. They're moving without the ball, and they getting contributions across the lineup. At that point, the game looked like it was trending towards a comfortable Dar City win. But everything changes from the second quarter onwards. Let's start with the biggest reason for the loss. Free throws, man. It's free throws. Dar City shot 7 for 17, man. That's 41%. They missed 10 free throws in the game. They lost by 2 points. Right there. That alone swings the final result. And it wasn't just missing. It was when they missed momentum free throws, stop the run free throws, end game free throws. Every single miss tightened the pressure and gave Johannesburg belief. The offensive efficiency overall was low. Dar City finished at 0.84 points per possession. That is extremely low standard. That's an extremely low standard needed to win continental level games. The Giants were only slightly better at 0.87, but they found their rhythm when it mattered, especially in the third quarter. And that takes us to the second major reason. The third quarter collapse. Dar City scored only 14 points. They missed open threes. They missed layups. They missed free throws. And the transition defense completely broke down. Now, the Giants hit 4 big perimeter shots in that frame, gained confidence, and flipped the game's tempo. The quarter ends 2014 for Giants, and from there, Dar City is chasing. Next issue, paint protection and rebounding. Dar City actually defended the paint efficiently when they were set, but they allowed too many attempts. The Giants took 39 shots inside. Even though they only converted 35%, the sheer volume killed Dar City. Combine that with 13 offensive rebounds for the Giants, and you have a team that kept generating second chances and free possessions. A big factor in that, Thabeet's limited minutes. He only played 18 minutes. And when he was off the floor, the Giants went straight to the rim. Prince Lou finished with 14 rebounds. Sibagnoni added 10. Odero had 10. Without Thabeet anchoring the defense consistently, Dar City couldn't protect the lane or finish possessions. Putney ended with what? Putney ended up having, he just had to do too much. Let's just put it that way. Switching, rotating, closing out, and rebounding, all while being a primary scorer. Speaking of scoring, Dar City's offense was carried by 2 guys, Zouzoua and Solo Diabate. I mean, the heroics at the end. He almost did it, though. He almost did it, but didn't happen. Nizre dropped 25 points with 7 threes. Solo added 14 with 8 assists. Putney gave 14 and 6. But after that, the production falls off dramatically. The bench gave only 2 points. 2 total. You simply cannot win knockout-style games with that level of bench contribution. It's just, nah. And Ndoye, man, I don't even know where to begin. Ndoye struggled. He struggled big time. 0 for 4 from the field and 2 for 10 at the free throw line. And those free throws were costly. That alone represents an 8-point swing in a 2-point game. That's problematic. The flow of the game tells the whole story. First quarter, Dar City dominates. Second quarter, Giants adjust, attack the pick and roll harder, and speed up the tempo. Third quarter, Dar City collapses offensively, and the Giants gain total control, I would say. Fourth quarter, Dar City closed back. They try to come back, has chances to win it, but misses key free throws, misses a corner 3, and turns the ball over late. But then But then, man, you have a chance because I don't understand. All right, one time Nizre shot almost from the logo, man, at 3 at the very end. It was under a minute. He shot, missed, but then got saved again by Prince Lou. He shot way too early, so Dar City he attempted a 3 also. And then they missed, so Dar City got a second chance. And again, they attempted a 3. They were down by 1 point. Down by 1 point. I do not understand why they had to take that 3. But they did it. Took a 3, missed. And I would say that was it. Those were the crucial mistakes right there. They made too many mistakes. The Giants also helped them out making mistakes. But, I mean, I don't know. Well, Giants didn't do anything complicated. They just stayed disciplined. Dieng gives them 16. Nino Dim gives them 22. Prince Lou controls the boards. Their role players made timely shots, and they didn't beat themselves. They just didn't, except, at the end, I would say what I was talking about. That shot, it just didn't make sense. I mean, this was a winnable game, and Dar City actually showed they belong at this level. But winning requires closing, and closing requires execution. This game was lost on details, not talent. And if Dar City cleans those details up, they can beat whoever they meet. I mean, they had this game. Now, if we move along and try to cover the Nairobi City Thunder against the Beira matchup, man, that turned into a blowout long before the final buzzer. The final score was 109-70, and trust me, this was not an accident. This was systematic domination from NCT on both ends of the floor. And the numbers tell the full story. From the very beginning, Albert Odero. Just get familiar, all right? 10 points in less than 5 minutes. That man was dunking. That man was still possessed from the last game. Let's just put it at that. All right, so from the very beginning, the Thunder came into this game locked in. Their defense was sharp, the ball movement was crisp, and their offensive efficiency was off the charts. Meanwhile, Beira looked flat, struggled with their spacing, and never found an identity offensively. This was one of those games where one team had a clear game plan and the other team spent all night reacting. Let's start with the biggest difference, points per possession. The Thunder put up 1.19 points per possession. That is incredible. That's elite championship level efficiency. Beira, on the other hand, they sat at 0.77, which means there were a lot of empty possessions after empty possession. That gap alone explains why the game turned into a 39-point blowout. The next deciding factor, efficiency and shot selection. The Thunder shot 57% from the field and 43% from 3. Those are numbers you almost never see in a high-stakes tournament game. Their stars were rolling. Odero went for 12 of 14. 12 of 14 for 32 points. Majok was dominating inside. Eugene Adera was surgical. And even their role players came in and contributed immediately. Beira, on the other hand, shot 31% from the field and 16% from 3. They could not buy a basket. They settled for contested jumpers, then never got comfortable in their half-court sets. And when they did get good looks, they simply couldn't knock them down. Another major problem for Beira, I would say paint, defense, and rim protection. The Thunder put up 56 points in the paint, shooting an insane 73% at the rim. 73. That means Beira allowed layups, dunks, pocket passes, baseline cuts, everything. Meanwhile, Beira only scored 32 points in the paint on 43%, showing how much harder they had to work just to get basic scoring opportunities. The Thunder also destroyed Beira in transition. 26 fast break points. They ran off misses. They ran off turnovers. They ran off makes. Anytime Beira hesitated, the Thunder turned it into a sprint. Beira had 19 in transition. but none of them came at moments that shifted momentum. That's crazy. Now let's talk about the runs, because that's where the game really opened up. The Thunder had a 14-point scoring run in the third quarter. That's where the blowout officially begun. If you ask me, it's the beginning, really. Well, why would I say if you ask me? I'm the one that's talking here, so I'm just tripping right there. I mean, it was a blowout from the very beginning. This was just a blowout, all right? Beira's biggest run of the entire game was only 6 points. That tells you everything you need to know about consistency and firepower. Another key area, bench production. The Thunder bench gave him, 25 points, while Beira's bench contributed 39. But the difference is how the points came. The Thunder's bench gave scoring at the right moments, stabilizing early, extending leads, keeping pressure constant. Beira's bench scoring came mostly when the game was already out of reach. Defensively, Thunder forced 18 turnovers and converted them into 18 points. They were aggressive in the gaps, active with their hands, and disciplined with their rotations. Beira looked lost, trying to break the Thunder's shifting coverages. Sometimes it was man, sometimes it was zone help, sometimes they flooded the strong side. Beira never adjusted. Now let's talk about star power, because this was a showcase. Albert Odero, 32 points on 85% shooting. Absolutely elite. Absolutely elite. Majok anchored the defense, 13 rebounds. Ongwae, balanced scoring and playmaking. Lance Thomas, strong, efficient, impactful in key spurts. Adera, 14 points on 86% shooting and 6 assists. Every key player for the Thunder had a great game. Meanwhile, Beira's star, Joshua Thomas, played barely 13 minutes, finished with 4 points, and never got into rhythm. Their other primary scorer, who Numamade, Ubise, Drame, all struggled. None of them shot above 40%. That brings us to the final major point: shot quality versus shot difficulty. The Thunder shots were clean, intentional, inside their system. Beira's shots were rushed, contested, and heavily influenced by the Thunder's physicality. When one team consistently gets A-level shots and the other team gets C and D-level shots, the results is exactly what you saw. A 39-point blowout. So if we summarize the loss for Beira: number one, extremely poor shooting efficiency. Number two, lack of rim protection and giving up 73% at the basket. Number two. And number three, getting destroyed in the paint, 56-32. Number four, no offensive rhythm and no consistent scoring option. Number five, the Thunder, they executed the game plan to perfection while Beira chased the game from start to finish. This was a masterclass from Nairobi City Thunder, a complete performance and a reminder that at this level, if you don't match intensity and execution, the scoreboard will expose you quickly. Damn.